Hi friends, welcome to SV Technology. In this video series, I am going to explain everything about DevOps culture. Okay, in this video, this is the first video, so I am going to give somewhat introduction about the DevOps. What is DevOps and what is the DevOps culture? What is development team and what is operations team? Everything I am going to give. So please do subscribe to this channel before going to the video. So let us start our video. What is DevOps? We know that everyone thinks like that DevOps is a new tool or technology. So I say that DevOps is not a tool or technology. Instead, it is a fresh approach, developing, releasing and maintaining software products with a higher quality and speed. So simply we go to earlier versions in software industry, there is a development team and operations team is there. So they work individually. So because of that, the project is going to be late and quality less. So by this process or by this culture, DevOps, development team and operation team collaborated and working together as a DevOps engineer. Okay. So it's like a new work culture that helps team work together for more efficiently. So here development team and operations team work together for better quality and speed delivery. Next, in DevOps we make use of automation tools to achieve our goals faster and with fewer errors. So we use so many automation tools like Jenkins, Docker, Containerization tools, GitHub. These are the technologies we use. Selenium tool we use for testing. So Jenkins for automation. Like this we use so many tools to make faster and with fewer errors. There are two main groups of engineers involved in software development. As I said earlier, we have mainly two teams. One is the development group, second one is operations group. So we call it a non-development group also. If we take development group, they create and test the software. What the operations team do? They manage the software's deployment and maintenance in the production. After going to the production team, production environment, they are going to take care. Operations team. In the developing environment, these are going to take care. Developers group. By bringing these teams together and using DevOps practices, we can improve software development, shorten releases times and maintain top-notch quality. It is all about collaboration and efficiency. So ఈ రెండు teams ని, so by making these two teams, development team and operation team collaboration అనొచ్చు మనం. So by doing this collaboration of these two teams, we are able to get top-notch quality and we can deliver the project, software project as much early as possible. This is about DevOps. And next, if we go to development team, what are the roles we have in our development team and what are the roles we have in operations team? So if we come to development team means those who are involving in planning of a project, coding of a project, building of a project and testing of a project. So those people or employees who are involved in this operations or this works is known as development group. So if we check for example, business analyst, system analyst, design architect, developers or coders, we call them build engineers also, and test engineers are QA, quality assurance leader or member. So these all are considered as development group. If we come to operations group, we have the works like release management, deploy management, operations and maintenance, monitoring. So after the project deployment, we have to monitor the web app or website continuously throughout the working period. So all these, if we come to the roles, release engineers, configuration engineer, system admin, database admin, network admin, etc. These all are comes under operations team. So earlier in software engineering, these both teams are worked individually and made a project. So but in DevOps culture, well, we are collaborating these two teams and working together. So in simple manner, DevOps is combination of development team and operations team. As earlier I said in last slide, we have two teams. One is development team and second one is operations team. They are working together here in DevOps. So we call it shortcut DevOps. Okay. The main objective of DevOps is to implement collaboration between development team and operations team. So the main objective means the main reason behind this DevOps is to make work together. These two teams, development team and operations team, to give project quality and efficiency and easy maintenance and early delivery. So DevOps is blended of development and operations. Its main goal is faster collaboration between these two teams. Intamundu late ayedi, now they want to make collaboration and give project delivery in time. So this is the basic structure of we call it basic symbol of DevOps. So this is a total development team and this is total operations team working together. So to understand the DevOps concept, we have to know what are the software development life cycles before this DevOps cycle or DevOps culture. We know that waterfall model, prototype model, incremental or iterative model, spiral model, RAD model, Big Bang model, fish model, V model, Agile model, DevOps culture. All these are SDLC, means software development life cycle. If we have taken a project or if we have taken a software from a client, okay, software project from a client, what are the stages we have to visit in entire life cycle of a project is known as SDLC, software development life cycle. ఒక సాఫ్ట్వేర్ లేదా వెబ్సైట్ లేదా వెబ్ యాప్ డెవలప్ చేయడానికి వాట్ ఆర్ ద ప్రాసెస్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ త్రూ ఈజ్ SDLC, software development life cycle. These all are the approaches or software development life cycles before this DevOps culture. Okay, these all are development team and operations team working separately, but in DevOps culture we are working, means development team and operations team is working together. Next we will briefly discuss about the first model, waterfall model. Here coming to the waterfall model. So waterfall model is a very traditional and very easy and very oldest model in SDLC. In software development life cycle, this is the one of the oldest model. It is also known as linear sequential model. So this is also known as linear sequential model, and in this we have few steps like requirement gathering. So to do a project, what are the requirements we have, and requirement analysis. If we have requirements, we have to do analysis on that. So how to use that requirement, like that. So in this model, each phase must be completed before next phase. So suppose we have almost 7 to 8 pages in this waterfall model. In each phase we have to make sure that before going to the next phase, the first before that phase is must be completed. Next, there is no overlapping of phases. So once you go to fourth phase, suppose you cannot come again to third phase. Okay, so all phases will be performed one by one, just like flowing waterfall downwards. So we will show a diagram, you will get to understand easily. This is waterfall model, black diagram we call it. So in that we have mainly 7 pages. Okay, in that 7 pages, each page has to complete before starting the next phase. Suppose first page is the requirement gathering, next page is the requirement analysis, next page is design, coding, testing, release and maintenance. Here there is no overlapping is there. Suppose if you are doing coding phase, you cannot go to back again, you have to restart again if you want. Okay, so there is no overlapping. This is the main disadvantage of waterfall model. So these are the 7 pages of waterfall model. What are the 7 pages? Requirement gathering, requirement analysis, design, coding, testing and release and maintenance. After the project we have to do maintenance for few days. So advantages, we have few advantages related to waterfall model. Waterfall model Advantages: it is very simple and easy to implement, no need of much knowledge. Okay, phases won't overlap and hence there is no ambiguity. So phases అనేవి overlap అవ్వవు కాబట్టి there is no overlap between the phases. So there is no ambiguity in which phase we are, where we have to go. There is no ambiguity. You can directly do one by one. Next, all phases will be executed one by one, which give high visibility to the project managers and clients about the progress of the project. So the clients will know very easily in which stage our project is, because of we are executing one phase after one phase. After completing one phase only you can start another phase. So clients or project manager easily he can know in which stage we are. Next, best suitable if the requirements are fixed. So if you do first two pages correctly, there is enough. Next, best suitable for small project. It is very suitable for small projects. For big projects it is won't work. As this oldest model or traditional model, we have many disadvantages through this waterfall model. Also, it is very rigid model because it won't accept requirement changes in the middle. As I said that you have to do every step one by one. After completing one step you have to go to another step. You cannot change or you cannot overlap the phases. After going to the coding phase you cannot come to again requirement phase. So you have to accept it. Don't accept any requirement changes in middle. You have to do in earlier stage only. Next, client satisfaction is very low because most of the times client will add new requirements in the middle. So while doing the project, the client may think adding features in between means it is not possible. It won't support adding feature in between or adding requirements in between in the process. Next, the total project development is more because testing should be done after completing development only. So as I said, we have two teams, development team and operations team. So after the total completion of development of the project, then only we have to test. In middle it is not possible to test. Next, the total cost of bug fixing is very high because we cannot identify bugs in earlier stage of the cycle. After completing of the total development only you are going to test. So fixing bugs are very tough because we cannot identify bugs in middle stages. Not suitable if the requirement keep on changing. So our clients always try to change requirements in between. For this, waterfall model is not suitable. And as I said, it is suitable for only small project, not suitable for large projects. So this is about waterfall model. So coming to the very next, Agile model. Coming to the Agile model, we can say that our DevOps culture, our DevOps model is the extension of Agile model. So we have to learn about Agile model first, then we go to DevOps. This is the most frequently used and hotcake model for the software development. Before DevOps, most of the people using this, and in DevOps also we use this model for few things. Agile model is divided into several submodels like RUP, ASD, FDD, Crystal Clear, okay, DSDM, XP, Scrum, etc. So in this we are going to learn about Scrum. Why? Because in our DevOps model Scrum is the very important topic. Among all these models, Scrum model is the most popular and frequently used model. Scrum is derived from rugby game. So if we see rugby game, we'll know about this Scrum. Scrum is derived from the rugby game. Next, advantages. Coming to the Scrum. So what is the Scrum and advantages Scrum? We'll discuss later. First we are going to discuss about Agile. Advantages of Agile. It is lightweight process. Lightweight means it takes less memory and time. It is interactive and incremental model, and it accepts changes very easily. It is people based model but not plan based model. Next, team collaboration and continuous feedback are strengths of this model. So team collaboration and continuous feedback are strength of this model. These are the main advantages of Agile model. Next, if we compare both waterfall model and Scrum, we said that just now in Agile model Scrum is the frequently used method. In waterfall model, before starting next phase, the previous phase should be completed. It is very rigid model and won't accept requirement changes in the middle. So Scrum is exactly opposite to the waterfall model. So but Scrum model is not linear sequential model. I said that waterfall model is also called as linear sequential model. It is iterative model, means you can go to any phase in any stage of the project. Suppose you are in 7th stage, you can go to 2nd stage and do requirement analysis, again come to 7th phase. So suppose you are in coding phase, you can go to requirement analysis or requirement gathering again, and you can return to coding phase again. Means you can iterative the things. Next, total software will be developed increment by increment, and each increment is called sprint. So increment, iterative and incremental model we call it. So and in this, each iterative or each iteration is called as sprint. We will get to know about the sprint in future classes very deeply. Sprint is a deliverable or shippable product in Scrum model. Okay, this is about the difference between the waterfall model and Scrum. Waterfall model is not iterative. This is Scrum is iterative. That is the main difference. Next, from this class you have to remember these points. Okay, what are the points? Scrum is an agile model that follows us focus on delivering highest quality software in the shortest time. So this is the main point behind the Scrum success. This is model software development follows increment by increment. So one after other. Each increment will be take to 1 to 3 weeks. This is called sprint. Okay. So 7 to 9 members are responsible in every sprint. So in these 3 weeks, how many members are working? 7 to 9 members are working based on project. Not in every project 7 to 9 members work. Based on project length or project complexity, there is 7 to 9 members are there, and each sprint time is 1 to 3 weeks. Okay, in software industry we call it at least 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, this time is related to sprint. What is the time of the sprint? Lifetime of the sprint 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, coming to the advantages of the Scrum model. There is a maximum chance for quality. If you do any project in Scrum model, there is a maximum chance to be in quality. Next, it ensures effective use of time and money. Requirement changes will be accepted so that maximum chance for client satisfaction. There is possibility for the client involvement in every stage of the project. Project status tracking is very easy. Team gets complete visibility through Scrum meetings. So after each event, there is Scrum meeting will be there. In that Scrum meeting, the team complete visibility will be there. Limitations. So in this Scrum model also we have very few limitations. The chances of project failure is very high if individuals are not committed or cooperative. So it works on collaboration method. Means a team has to work collaboratively and they have to work together. If any individual fails to work collaboratively, or if any individual not given any cooperations to do that project, it will be failed. High chances are there. Adapting Scrum model for large team is very big challenge. So in Scrum model, they have to work 7 to 9 members for a medium sized project. If the project complexity is big, they have to work more people. So making these people adopting Scrum model is very tough. Most required experienced and efficient team members. So here to work with Scrum, experienced people and efficient people are required. If any team members lives in the middle of the project, it can have huge negative impact on the project. Coming to the DevOps model. So I said that DevOps is the extension of the Agile model. So DevOps and Agile both are not same. So most of the people think that DevOps and Agile both are same, but they are not same, but they have similar qualities. They have 80% similar qualities DevOps is more better than Agile model. I will say how. So both are software development methodologies. Agile there is in the market for Agile or Scrum. Okay. Next, both models are containing on rapid development of software projects. The main objective of these both models is delivering the software project as early as possible, faster delivery and quality delivery. These are the similarities between these two models. So coming to the differences, as I said, both are not same, so we have so many differences. Okay, the differences between these models will start after development of the project. Agile methodology always talks about software development, testing and deployment. Once development completed, Agile methodology has no role. Once development is completed, Agile will not involve in software project. But DevOps model will continue after development also. Why? Because operations team also collaborated with DevOps, and it is also responsible for operations and monitoring of the project. After the project completion also, they have to do maintenance and monitoring. In Agile model, separate people are responsible for developing, testing and deploying the software. But in DevOps, the DevOps engineer is responsible for everything, development to operations and operations to development. So in Agile model, we have two separate teams like development team and operations team. But in DevOps only one person, the DevOps engineer, is responsible for everything. Next, Agile model won't force us to automation tools, but DevOps model is completely based on automation. So in Agile model, everything is manual. It does not force us to use the automation tools, but in DevOps we have to use automation tools like Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. Everything is automated. Next, Agile model always giving highest priority for speed, whereas DevOps giving priority for both speed and automation. It concentrates on only speed, but DevOps concentrates on speed and automation. Everything has to do automatically. Next, in Agile, client is responsible to give the feedback for the sprint, but in DevOps, immediate feedback is available from the monitoring tools. For monitoring also, we have automated tools. So from the tools, everything is going to be higher officials as a feedback. And finally, we are going to summarize the today's class. What is DevOps? So as I said, DevOps is not a new tool or technology. It is a culture or approach. It is a process how we have to develop, release and maintenance a software project or product or application with a high quality and faster way with using automative tools. DevOps is combination of development team and operations team. The main objective of DevOps is to implement collaboration between development and operations team. So development team and operations team has to collaborate and work together. That is the main objective of DevOps. It is the process of continuous development, continuous build, continuous test, continuous release of the software with high quality in very faster way using automation tools. Important points to remember from this class. DevOps is not a tool. Once again, I am saying DevOps is not a tool or technology. It is a culture or process to develop, release, maintain software products, websites, apps or projects. Yes, DevOps is combination of development and operations team. The main objective of DevOps team is to implement the collaborations between development team and operations team. We know that what is development team and what is operations team. The beauty of the DevOps is everything is automated and we can use several automation tools for development and operations. So we will discuss in future about these development tools like automation tools, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Selenium, all. Next, DevOps engineer is all-rounder. He should aware everything, hence his role is considered as DevOps generalist. So DevOps engineer is the only person who is going to take care about everything in development team and operations team. Next, DevOps is not Agile model and it is more than it, because as I said, DevOps is the extension of Agile model. So where Agile covers only development but not operations, but DevOps team covers all the development and operations team. DevOps cycle is an infinite loop where everything is continuous. We said that sprint, right? That one. So this is all about DevOps introduction. In next class we are going to discuss about the next concepts of DevOps. So please do subscribe to our channel.